According to TakeO.ai, it is believed that over 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is created every day, and this number is increasing in order. With more and more businesses turning their attention to the digital world, who can swim in this sea of data? The problem is, no one person can do it, but Splunk can help the everyday person make sense of huge volumes of data as well as create intuitive visualizations to display the information. Hi, my name is Cameron, and today I'll be telling y'all about Splunk, the company that wants you to thrive in the digital age. So, Splunk's purpose and mission. Splunk is the world's first data to everything platform designed to remove the barriers between data and action so that everyone thrives in the data age. We're empowering IT, DevOps, and security teams to transform their organizations with data from any source and on any time scale. So, a little bit about Splunk's history. Getting started in 2002, Rob Doss and Eric Swan wanted to create a product that everyone could use. They asked a multitude of companies questions like, what is it like to troubleshoot in their environment, or how do you find problems in your infrastructure? And they would reply, it's like digging through caves. There was no tools, just experts would go through the log files, write scripts, and Google their problems for answers. Everyone was having the same issues with huge volumes of data. There was no one person that could understand all the data, let alone have access to that many layers of the data. That's how Splunk got started, states Rob Doss, by having the idea to make a Google for your log files. They opened it up at Linux World, and people loved the demo. So, Splunk's current financial status. I'm going to start this off by defining an acronym, ARR, or Annual Recurring Revenue, which is a measure of the predictable and recurring revenue components of a recurring revenue stream, such as subscriptions or maintenance. So, according to investors.splunk.com, this is their fiscal third quarter 2021 financial results. Total ARR crosses 2 billion and cloud ARR grows 71%. Cloud ARR totaled 630 million, up 71%. Total ARR was 2.07 billion, up 44%. Cloud revenue was 145 million, up 80%. Total revenues were 559 million, which is down 11%, and they have 444 customers with ARR greater than $1 million. So, despite the basic challenges of getting a business with a working product up and running, Splunk had something everyone wanted. I did not find much in the way of challenges for the company to have to overcome other than developing tools that index and analyze huge amounts of data. However, according to ReadWrite, it did take a full decade for the company to become profitable. The company has even taken a progressive stance on COVID, using the global push towards a more online world to help hype their product and help businesses during this transition. So, some of their partnerships. Tech companies these days determine their self-worth by their partnerships. Partnerships help let their consumers know that they can be trusted, as well as create a strong foothold for themselves within the industry. Splunk is partners with huge tech giants. Splunk wants to innovate the industry, and with the help of their partners, I don't question if they can, just how soon, with partners like Amazon Web Service and Google Cloud, which I'll get into a little more. So, some of their future trends. According to Future M Research, Splunk has three main goals for the future. Firstly, Splunk wants to become a world-class cloud provider. I think their merit is shown by partnerships with companies like AWS and Google Cloud, like I mentioned before. Second, deliver the world's first data to everything platform, which means giving more people access to technology like stream processing, machine learning, federated search and analytics, as well as collaboration and orchestration of their data. Finally, Splunk wants to reimagine its business fundamentals. Future M Research says the biggest move here was to meet customer experience in consumption-based tools to shift away from data ingestion costs tied to metering and moving to a more familiar and cloud-like workload-related pricing. Splunk is a company centered around implementing complex technologies at a consumer level. They saw a problem with big data and decided to do something about it. This concludes my brief speech on Splunk. If there are any questions, I do now open the floor. So you asked, what does Splunk actually do? I know it can kind of seem a little convoluted because they don't actually go into like any of the technology, but it does make machine data more accessible by automatically identifying data patterns, providing metrics, diagnosing problems, and providing intelligence for business operations. And putting all this information in a GUI or GUI or graphical user interface that is easy to understand and navigate. That concludes my time. I thank you all.